Hey everybody, welcome back to the video. In this one, we're going to be learning about JavaScript Inheritance. So before going into the video, I would appreciate you guys clicking and subscribing the video and feel free to comment. So let's go into the topic. So basically to define JavaScript inheritance, basically inheritance is a way of the child class inheriting or getting the properties from the parent class. So let's see an example. So first of all, we're gonna have our class, and basically, as I said, child class from the parent class. So some people may not understand what is a child class and what's a parent class. And in this video, you're basically gonna understand what are those. So first of all, we're gonna have our class named user details. Let's just do that, and this is about what we're gonna do. Work equals true, and we're gonna have a function. So this function is basically gonna just give their name, username. Let's just skip that, and there we go. So we're gonna do console.log, or if you want you can do that, but I'll just use console.log because if there's an error we can just get it right there. So yeah, and we're gonna have the user name is, and then we can just have the username. So let's just give a space right there, and we're gonna have this dot name. So we're just gonna see that later. And also to mention, we don't have any name right here, so we don't have to worry about it still. So now we are basically done with that part. So now let's go ahead and create another class. So basically this is a first class and this is a second class. So this class is just gonna say user1 because this is our user1 person, and this is gonna just be like this. So normally to create a class you're gonna do that and then do that, but in this case, since we are doing or learning about inheritance, you're gonna do something called extends, and this, and then you're just gonna say the parent class user details. So now what is gonna become is this is gonna become the parent class. So let's just give a comment parent class, and this is gonna become a child class because it's inheriting the properties of this. So if you want you can just do something like this. So let's just say let's just give their name first of all because we have to get their name right. So we're gonna give their name as John, and there we go. So that should be good, and let's just click enter, and here we can have our variable as normal. So let's just create, you can use const if you want, but I'm just gonna use let user equals, we're gonna have something like this. So let user, we're gonna create a new instance of user1 because we want to see what happens in the user1, and then that's basically it because we don't have any arguments, we don't have to. And here we're gonna do user dot, we can also do something like this. So let's just say user dot name or something kind of like that, or let's just do user dot username because we want to get it, and let's just do that. There we go. So basically we don't have to do console.log because it's already done for us there. So let's go ahead and go to our HTML, and in this we're gonna have doctype HTML, our HTML tag, our body tag, our h1 tag, or we actually don't need that. So let's just go ahead and do a script tag. Source equals we don't, oh yeah, we need this index.js. So we have a source, everything done. Let's go ahead and see this, and remember it's gonna be in our console, so it's not gonna work right here in this page. So if you want you can do output.inner.html, that does work too. So let's go ahead and remove this console. There we go. The username is John, and just don't worry about it, that's just something problem with the page or something. So let's just see, the username is John, so that does work. And if you observe, we didn't have any of these, like we have it right here. So this user details contains these all, work equals true, username, and we have all these. But in the user1 class we don't have any of these. And how is it getting all this? It's the keyword extends. So this keyword is basically gonna get this property too, basically inheriting and making this as a child class and that as a parent class. So that's basically how it works. And then you're basically getting your name, which is gonna be user the user1 dot name, and then you're just gonna do it with their name John. And I want to mention one more thing too, so let's just go ahead and do this. So we have our name John, everything set. So you can also have your own functions too, or you can have your own methods, so you can do that too. So first of all, let's go ahead and create user ID. Let's go ahead and do that and that. There we go. So also remember, if you want to have more functions and if it doesn't have an ID right here, you have to make your own variable in this, so you can do that too. ID equals, let's just put in a string. So let's just put 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and that should be good. And in this ID we're basically just gonna do that. There we go. And here we're gonna do console.log, and inside this we're gonna do the user's ID, or let's just do the user ID is, and then we're gonna just do the ID, this dot ID. There we go. So that should be it. And let's go ahead and go to this place, and let's just get the user ID too. So first of all, let's remove that user ID. There we go. And the user ID is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that does work. So if you want, you can change these too. So of course you can create many of these classes. So let's go ahead and do let's do 1 2 3 4. So basically we have 4 child classes. So let's just go ahead and change this name, or let's just have a bit less because it's kind of confusing. So let's just do that. And we have how many? We have like two of these. So let's just do two users, and then this is gonna be if you want, you can just have the different names. So I'm just gonna keep John Torso. So let's just put a different ID. So let me just put some numbers, and let's just do those. There we go. So we have our ID done right here. So we have our ID done, and you can have multiple of these methods too if you want. So you can have a different kind of methods, and you can you also of course have to create your new or instantiate a new of this class or the child class, and you can get it. And the thing I would also mention is you can also access the user details. So you can also access the work. So let's just go ahead and do user.work. There we go. And let's see. User work is not a function. So let's just do console.log because it's not a function and stuff. So we don't also have the print statement. So let's remove those. And that should do it. So let's go ahead and see. And there we go. True, that works. So the mistake was it's not a function, and I also gave these parentheses. And here it's a property. So let's just do that, and that's a property as you see. So that's basically how it takes, and that doesn't work. So that's how you do it. And if you want, you can of course do in document type get element by ID if you want, but I just don't want to do it because of this. You can just get errors and stuff. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.